Okay, I thought what I'd do is take a walk out to the honey hut and give a brief update on the honeybees. So the honey hut, I believe I constructed in 2017, and there's a video series. It's basically built like a pole barn, but it's wide open on the south, and east and west doors are wide open as well. We've been using it to store a lot of the excess irrigation supplies. So it's still a mess, so please excuse that. Our honeybee management system is a bee steward system. So I don't consider myself a beekeeper, someone who's in the business of trying to get as much honey and sell it as possible. We don't feed the bees. We don't take the honey from the bees. If something happens to the hive and they move on for whatever reason, or there's a death of a colony, then we will harvest the honey from the hive then. Now, we started off this season with 3 different hives, and so this is the honey hut right here. You can see the whole south face is wide open, and they're right adjacent to the first food forest. So this whole area here, these are all blueberry plants here, apple, magnolia, ginkgos. We'll just walk around here briefly. Blueberry bushes all down in here, apple trees, and maybe we'll take a walk around and take a good look at some of the food forest progress and all. But it's right out here adjacent to the food forest, so there's always something in bloom throughout any place in the food forest here. And this wide open atmosphere creates an ideal environment for the Warre hives. So Warre hives were developed to mimic the natural habitats inside of the cavities of trees. And so the bees are allowed to build their colonies from the top down, and as opposed to the Langstrom hives and all. And I probably will make a video maybe this coming winter on how I want to change some of these are top bar hives, meaning that there's just bars along the top of each one of these frames. And one of my goals is to go ahead and modify it a little bit, because the bees will build their comb not necessarily right directly in parallel with the top bar. Sometimes they'll curl and go sideways, which makes it more of a challenge, and it's potentially some wasted space. But in all reality, when I've cut out bees out of trees, trees that someone has dropped and all, what we see is the combs built similar to the way they build them inside the Warre hives. These are the swarm traps that I have. So this trap, I just went ahead and removed the hive that had taken up residence inside of this trap, as well as another trap down there, and moved them into 2 additional hives. So when bees swarm, which is an asexual form of reproduction, expanding new colonies throughout different areas, they will take up residence in various locations, and the swarm traps mimic what is considered the ideal size and form for the bees to take up residence in. So this one I had a swarm come into, and another one down there I'll show you in a moment. So this is one of our hives that that we had for the last 2 seasons. They produced at least 2 to 3 swarms every year. We do put cameras on them in order to monitor them very closely in case we see any parasites whatsoever or any unusual behavior. Are they harvesting the pollen and the nectar like they typically should? So we monitor their behavior. We have little screen flats in there that we can check for parasites as well. And I don't really open up the hives unless I suspect that there's a problem with them. And we do have a website besides our YouTube channel, and it's mindfullivingsanctuary.com. And I've written a whole section on our bee stewardship program and our approaches and why we've chosen the approaches that we have taken. So if you want to find out more about it, go to mindfullivingsanctuary.com and go to the bee stewardship page there, and you can read more about us and how we what our approach is. Now that's several years old when I wrote that. There are some changes since then, but hopefully this is showing up with the helmet cam on. So these hives, there's nothing in these hives right now. We've got bees scoping them out. This is the second hive that overwintered here throughout the winter, and they've been doing quite well, quite active. It was down in the 40s last night. So this is another swarm trap that I just went ahead and transplanted the colony that was set up in here into one of the hives over here. So this is another one of the hives that made it over the winter time, and they've been doing pretty well. This is one of the hives that I went ahead and just transferred from this swarm trap here. So this hive is just after they build up enough comb, after a couple of weeks being inside of the swarm trap, then we go ahead and transfer them. And here indeed is another hive that we set up that was captured from one of these swarm traps as well. So often I'll put these swarm traps in different locations on the property, but the last 2 years I've been so busy, and this year I've been real busy, I just set 2 up in here, 1 on the bench and 1 up in back up over there. And that allows us to have them around here. I can hang them. This is one bit of comb that snapped off when I was, now the ants are getting to this now, but you see that's all the pollen in the comb here. They've already come down and taken what they want. I leave everything out that breaks off when I'm transferring the comb from the swarm traps into the hives. I don't know if anything will show up on this GoPro with the in here in the dark. Let's see. So humidity in here. Okay, now we're going to get to the ones. So you can see I squished one of the bees there, unfortunately. So here are the bees. Hopefully you can see some of this. So this is the comb that I transferred from one of the traps over there. And you can see the bees coming in and out here. Here are the bees. So again, these were all just transferred over here. And they'll be going ahead and taking the sap, the resin from the trees, and creating more and more. And you see I try to move them right next to one another. Hopefully this is showing up, so that they come out of the trap with the same conformation, the same orientation to one another as I put them into the comb, so that the queen is comfortable. All the workers are pretty comfortable as well. You can see here they've gone ahead, and because the tops don't have little side trays on them, and one of the things, instead of just being a simple top bar hive, I'd like to put a front and a hind limb on the hives as well, on the top bars. I don't think there's any in this one. Nope. And this one I've got to turn around. I've got the frame on backwards on this one. Well, I could see the beginning of a wasp nest inside of this hive, so I'm going to have to dismantle that one. once they get filled with honey, these things are heavy. So both of these hives have probably gone ahead and swarmed in the last 2 weeks. I've seen 4 swarms in the trees out here over the last couple of months, but I'm sure that they've swarmed. They just build up their colonies, and then they make their new queens, and then they move on to their next setting. So here again is one of the swarm traps, and it just has a small little wire. I put of course a mouse can get through there, but it's to keep birds from getting into the traps themselves. And this just has the same top bars that are same as the ones that are inside of the hives themselves. So if interested, I'll break down one of these swarm traps so you can see what they look like. And again, I've got so much drip irrigation and stuff in here. Once we get the barn set, the shop set, then we can work on some of these other buildings. So it's been a pretty cool last couple of days, but we've had some really warm days as well. And they're not quite as active as they usually are, but there's enough activity to keep me entertained anyways. So that's a look at our honey hut and our beehives, and a little bit about our bee stewardship program. So if you want to find out more about it, go to mindfullivingsanctuary.com, all one word, and go to our bee steward program there to read more about it. Well, if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. And if you found this video of value, please give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and by all means, folks, stay safe and take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye now.